So we're starting standing to begin with. And it's a very similar start to the other class. We're just going to change it a bit by adding some mudras. But we'll do a little bit of a warm-up first. So I'm standing with feet together or slightly separate. And I like to start like this, resting your hands. We did a little bit of this last week, and it just helps to bring your awareness to your body. So one hand's on my belly. I'll turn to the side so you can see. And one's on my chest. And I'm drawing my belly inwards, checking my feet parallel. Opening my chest, which is just sort of lifting my chest up, shoulders down your back. And then tucking my chin down, pushing with my feet. And I feel taller. So you're trying to get that feeling of growing taller, or it's an upward feeling of strength. And from here, we'll do 3 breaths together. So breathing into your belly and into your chest. Lovely deep breath in. And then breathing out is just relaxation. And I'm focusing on my shoulders and my face. And just feeling them softening. Breathing in. Push with your feet, growing taller. Feel the breath flowing into your belly and chest. And breathing out. Just relaxing and softening your face. When you focus on your breath, you come into the present moment. This is our last one before we do some movement. So breathing in. Hold it for a moment. And then slowly breathing out. Releasing any tension from your face, from your shoulders. Just 3 breaths, and sometimes that makes a huge difference, just those 3 breaths to how you feel. We're going to bring in some movement, just bringing up your arms to wherever is comfortable. So breathing in, just warming up your body. Palms together, or you don't have to take them that far, it might be here. And I'm turning my palms out and breathing out slowly. So I'm slowing down my breath, breathing in. Wherever your palms feel comfortable, don't bring them together if it hurts your shoulders and your neck. And breathing out, stretching through my fingertips. And as I'm sort of getting to here, I'm slowing down and feeling how gravity is trying to pull my arms down, the earth energy. And breathing in. Palms facing outwards and out. If you need to take another breath, if I'm going too slow, that's okay. But get to your exhale again and then slow it down and feel that closer you get to the ground. It's working the muscles in your arms are really having to work hard to sort of stop them from dropping quickly. And then bending your knees. Breathing in, this time palms together. And as you're breathing out, just bring your palms together and bend your knee. Tip your head down a little, so we're moving into your legs a little bit more. And again, as you breathe in, feel the breath flowing into your chest. I like to imagine I'm gathering it in with my arm. And all that strength that I've gathered in, all that energy from my breath, as I'm moving myself down, my hands are coming together, I'm drawing it down and through my body. Back into the earth, a cycle. The whole focus for the month is the earth element, which is steady and stable and safe. We probably need that at the moment, because our worlds have all changed. Things have happened that we really couldn't believe. And so we need to come back to nature and to the earth to start to feel that safeness again. Palms together. Just warming up my neck a little bit, breathing in one side and out the other, chin down. Nice and slow, smile, taking yoga into your face. Draw upon your kneecaps, draw your belly in a little, your pelvic floor in a little. And see how it feels by pushing with your hands and taking them away Turn to the side again. So I'm sort of bringing them parallel to the floor and pushing my hands together. It's simple, but it makes a big difference. In and out. Can you feel into your hands? Your thumb. You can even push it a little bit more. Your index finger. The middle finger. Push your ring fingers. They're connected more to the earth than the other fingers. Often we've got rings on them, security. And finally, the little finger. Back down again. In, just a bit more movement. Palms turning out as much as you can. Just sort of moving into your chest here and opening through. And out. I'm drawing in my belly. Hands facing the other way. In. And out. In, this time holding it, holding your chest open, stretching through your chest here. Keep your chin down, or maybe you want to start to look up a little. But notice if that's bringing your shoulders up. So if your shoulders are starting to feel a bit tense in your neck, just bring your chin down instead and work on strengthening it by tucking down your chin and feeling the muscles working there. Deep breaths into your belly and into your chest. Relax your face. Smile. Stretch through those fingertips. And then back again. A few shoulder circles, breathing in. Might feel better with your hands down. And out. In. And out. And then the other way. In. And out. And moving your feet. We might move into the balancing postures before we go into another mudra. Then I'm going to teach you back into the mountain, Ganesha, tell you a bit about it, but it just brings a bit more energy and it's been standing there for a little while. We're practicing the balance, the heel, the tree. Again, it's another asana or posture, grounding you. And just palms together for this one. If you want to, you might want to take up your leg and just, again, use your hand, turn your leg out to the side, and maybe even bring it up so that it's resting on your thigh. Pushing your hands together and taking 3 deep breaths. And then swapping sides. Just walking it out. If you want to use the wall, you can. If you're feeling a little unstable. So again, I'm resting my ankle. And with this one, sort of not hanging here. I'm drawing in my belly and even resting your hands. I'll take you through it again. Chest is coming forward slightly, but not too much, just to about here. And even touching your shoulders. You're actually, it's a form of self-healing. Using your hands just to remind you to relax your shoulders down. Then palms together again. So if you want to work stronger, you can bring your foot up and breathing in and out. Pushing your palms together. And releasing again, just coming out of it. So our mudra is Ganesha, and Ganesha is the elephant god. I was saying earlier, to me, the gods and goddesses of yoga are teachings that have been passed down with a visual image, and people project them outside of themselves, but to me, they're things that every person has inside of them, and it's a way to access it. And so this one, Ganesha, is said to remove obstacles from your life because he puts them there in the first place. So to me, again, when I think about that deeply when I'm meditating, I think your mind puts obstacles in your way all the time so that to stop you from achieving what you really want. It's an interesting thing to think about, but we'll practice the mudra. So one hand is facing up and one down. And then I'm interlinking, I'll come closer and you can sort of see. So I'm bringing, these together. We're going to practice this in the warrior, and it really makes a difference to how the warrior feels, but we'll do it first and practice it in the mountain. So I'm breathing in, and it's as I'm breathing out, I'm bringing my elbows up, tucking down my chin, so I can sort of feel the strength here and in my shoulders. And also I'm drawing up on my pelvic floor and drawing my belly in. So it sort of feels like strength everywhere. It's taken practice though for me to be aware of all that. And then you might go, when are you going to breathe again? So breathing in and you don't have to relax as much as me. I'm just doing it for the teaching of it. And then breathing out, drawing in your belly, pulling, feeling your own strength, your own inner strength. Breathing in, softening your belly, smiling, relaxing your shoulders, and then breathing out. Pull in, feel your strength. Draw in your belly, draw upon your pelvic floor a little. Tuck down your chin. I can feel my arm shaking because you just pull in against it. There's always a bit more you can do. It's really nice for your bones as well, and the ligaments, the inside, the deeper parts of your body, to strengthen them with the earth. I'm swapping sides, so the hand that was up was down. And again, get the breathing right because it makes a difference. Breathing in and out. Drawing in your belly, drawing up on your pelvic floor a little. Pull your hands away from each other. Tuck down your chin. Smile. And breathing in and out. Last one. And releasing. Now just bring a little bit more energy into your legs, just by slowly coming up and down. So breathing in up onto your toes slightly, as high as you can. And breathing out just slowly, 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 as slow as you can with your breath, coming back down again. And in. And out. So when you're coming up, you've not got much in the way of foundations. You really have to use your own strength and balance. Breathing out, slowly coming down. The last one, you can either stay here and breathe, or you can come up and hold it. We'll do one each of Ganesha. Breathing in and out. Drawing up on your pelvic floor, draw your belly in, and slowly coming down. And the other side. In. This time we will hold it. You can go down if it's easier for you, if that feels better, but otherwise just holding it here. One more breath. Oops. Doesn't matter if you come down too early. I'm just going to close my eyes and focus on mudra. how it feels. And walking it out. So we'll move into the warrior. It's warrior 2, so you're lining yourself up with the long length of your mat. And I always start with feet parallel, just to get into it nice and slowly. I'm drawing up on my kneecaps, they're working. I'm just going to take a breath here as we slowly move one at a time. I can't see you so well, so it's nice to just take a moment to get into each one. Each one feels different in your body. Breathing in. And relaxing as you exhale. Lining up the instep with your heel. And we're going to bend in your knee. We're just checking that you can see your big toe, that you're not going too far over, because that creates imbalance in your knee joint, too much pressure. It's much better to be here. But if you do feel like you can go deeper into it, then I'm just shuffling my foot forward. I'm holding my hand here just to remind me that I'm staying with the long length in my chest, and also sort of helping me get into it. And hands on my belly. But to begin with, you're trying to turn, so even touching your thigh. And then as we're here, we usually bring up our arms, and we will just for a couple of breaths so you can feel the difference. So breathing in and out, just looking along that third finger. Drawing your belly as you're breathing out. Relax your shoulders down your back. Look along that third finger. Check your back hands, make sure it doesn't drop. One more breath. I'm going to stay here, but if you want to practice it a bit more gentle, you might want to bend your knee a little bit, because we're going to be in it for a little bit more time. Extending it with the mudra, strengthening your legs the longer you stay. I'm bringing up my arms, looking straight ahead. And actually we start down because we're breathing in first, breathing in. And out. So I'm pushing with my feet, I'm drawing up on the pelvic floor, and I'm pulling my hands away from each other, and I can sort of feel like I don't know, it's sort of moving. Sometimes it goes into my head and I feel a bit tense and trying to, but it's not. It's sort of working through my heart maybe. I can feel it here and along my arms. Maybe bend a bit deeper, or remember to straighten if you want to. So we've been here a while, coming out of it. We'll come back to the beginning because we were there for a while. It might be nice just to release and just move your feet and your legs. Hope you can feel the difference with that. It'd be interesting to talk to you afterwards and see. I actually enjoy practicing it more. I really feel my legs more as well. I'm lining up my instep, my heel, elbows down to begin with. Bending your knee. Again, we're just going to arms up anyway to begin with. Just checking your big toe and then breathing in and out. So this is the traditional position. Looking along your third finger, shoulders relaxed. Push with your feet. If you're starting to feel a bit shaky, just bring your hands down into prayer position. And also you can straighten your knee, or even come back into the mountain and practice the mudra there. It's all strengthening your upper body as well. Palms down. Again, you might be ready to straighten. You might want to come back and practice in the mountain. I am going to move a little deeper into it. There's all levels in this class, so we're just going through all the different options and always being gentle with yourself. So I'm breathing in. On this time, my hands have swapped position, so whichever one was facing down is now facing up. And then out, pulling. Drawing up on my pelvic floor, tucking down my chin. And I can feel it in my chest more. Breathing in. Bending my knee a little. And out. And in. And out. Push in with my feet, feeling that flow of energy through my chest and my arms. Strength, you might think of it. And then releasing. Coming out of the posture. So maybe we're holding the posture a little bit more, and it's a way of getting into them for a little bit longer and strengthening a little bit more. We're going to do a twist. Just a nice one just to release for a minute. And the twisting, we practiced this last week, and I think it's really nice just to go through your body and touch it as well. So it's just twisting. Feet can be together, mine are slightly separate. I'm just turning my hips, trying to keep my whole body in alignment, not turning my head first, but just my whole body. Doesn't go very far. My hips, this point, my spine, then my shoulders, just resting and turn them a little bit more. And then finally, chin on your chin, finger on your chin, then turning to look over your shoulder. You can rest your hands here, bring them into prayer position, or rest them around your body in any way that feels comfortable for you. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Smile and relax your face. This should just feel nice. It's not about strength. It is strengthening you, but it's more about releasing any tension. And it's really nice for your nervous system as well, because it's twisting gently your whole spine. All the nerves, the important nerves run through your spine. So you're nourishing them. It's a nice thing to think of. Breathing in and out, relaxing your face. Play with your feet a little and push with one foot, grounding yourself. See how it feels, and maybe the other. And breathing in. Maybe twisting a little more, or even deciding to come away from it a bit more so it feels nicer. And as you're breathing out, just push in with your feet, drawing upon your pelvic floor a little bit, maybe chin tucked down. Just keep breathing gently yourself. We'll do a few more. It's a nice one to hold for a little while. Stay, enjoy it. You might notice if your mind's busy, you've got this thing to keep moving. What's next? The present moment isn't good enough, but it is if you breathe and if you sink into it. Feel the posture. Move in, just whatever way feels nice, just to release through your hips and through your body, through your spine. Go through it with your hands. Remember that healing energy, prana, directing it with your hands to your hips, or awareness of body parts. East and Western philosophies, so they're saying the language is different. So now I'm on my shoulders. And finger just gently reminding my neck, see if there's any space for it to twist into. And then wrapping your hands any around yourself, prayer position, or if it feels nice to just rest them on your chest. Just adapt it. Make it feel good. Enjoy this posture. Play with your feet a little bit before you start breathing. I think I was leaning onto this foot a bit more. See if you can get that even pressure on both your feet. Makes a big difference again. It's just very slight things that connect you to the earth more and are more grounding. And you get more awareness when you think of them. And then focus on your breath. I'm going to stay quiet. One more deep and lovely breath in and out. Enjoy it. And slowly just coming back again. We've probably got time for one more. We practiced the triangle last week, so we'll go back to that one because it's a really nice one again for strengthening your legs and your hips. The position of your feet is similar, well the same actually, as Warrior 2, so it's a nice one to go back into. Feet parallel to your mat to start with, and then lining up your instep with your heel, and you can sort of wiggle a bit deeper into it if you want to. Whatever feels nice. So chest, this one again, just put your hands there and look down at your mat and see if you can line up your chest and your belly, and draw your belly in, protecting your spine and your pelvic floor in a little bit as well. And then breathing in, we're just stretching across, and we're going to do that 3 times just to get the feel of it. And it's taken me a while to get this flexibility, so you might not move a lot. And breathing in and out, so I can feel it in there. In, but we're all different. Might be your legs that you can feel it in. Just experiencing the posture for yourself. This time, I've stretched, and as I'm breathing out, I'm dropping my hand down and resting it on my thigh. The other hand is resting on my hip, and this is another good one to do alignment with, because as well as your chest, which we did last week, and you can do that as well, just bring your chest back, hips tend to come forwards. So you're just resting your hand here and see if you can bring your hip bone as far back as you can in your shoulder. And then I noticed I was a bit tense in my shoulder. I was trying too hard, so just relaxing that. And from there, you can be staying here breathing. This might be as far as you go, or you can come up and practice as well. Sliding your hand down maybe. So don't rest it on your knee because it gives it too much pressure. That's if you've gone deeper into it. And then sliding down the leg. Maybe even bringing up that arm and looking up. One more breath. As I'm coming up, I'm sort of stretching up and then coming out of it. Come back to the middle if you want to and stay there and move a little bit so you're not spending so long in it. Or come with me where I'm going to take you deeper into it this week. I'm lining up my instep, using my hands to begin with, really enjoying moving into each posture and how it feels before you get deeper into it. Settling in with your breath. We'll do that movement again, breathing in and out, bringing up my arms, stretching through my fingertips, and then breathing into the side and out, back to the center. In, far as I can, cross here and out. And then finally in, and then resting your hand here. Checking your chest, bringing it over a little, checking your hip, bringing that back as far as it will go. Staying here maybe, or you might be just slowly just working your way deeper into it, just sliding your hand down. And if you are going deeper, then you're ready to bring up your arm as well. See how it feels. So arm upwards, maybe looking up, chin down a bit, so you're using that lock, tucking down your chin. If you are bringing up your arm, otherwise your hand can be resting sort of here, just on your hip. Nice place to be so you can see if you're twisting anywhere. A few more breaths. And then coming up again. In, or bring your hands down if that feels nicer. And out. Just heel, toe in. So that's the end of the standing, the strengthening postures. But we have got one more that's strengthening, and that's the bridge. It's really nice. Connection to the earth as well. So just lying down on your back now and having a breather. I'm not going to do anything for a moment. I always love this part of the class because it's the opposite. So we have been strengthening the yang, the bit that, we taught we should always be strengthening ourselves. But we're not often taught in our Western society that we should also be relaxing and releasing. And that's where my flexibility and yours comes in, from just settling into positions and staying there. And that's the yin, feminine side of yoga. So you're surrendering into the warm embrace of the earth. How did that sound? Nice, deep breaths. Whatever happens in your life, the earth will always be underneath you. You can always just rest down and feel supported by her. The sun might disappear behind some clouds with some rain, but she's always going to be shining in the sky. And the moon is always going to be following the monthly cycles over and over. And these things we can rely on. Nice deep breaths. Sinking down, relaxing and letting go into the earth. Smile, bring your yoga practice into your face. If your mind started already, what's next? Be happy just to stay here and enjoy the present moment. Don't rush through your life. What's next? What's next? You don't really want to come to the end of it. You want to enjoy it. Every moment as much as you can. So we're going to strengthen a little bit more, and I'm going to bring my hands with palms facing down and tuck down my chin. And we're going to use Mula Bandha, the root lock. So breathing in, belly comes forward. Breathing out, it's your pelvic floor. You drop on your pelvic floor, and I'm also drawing my belly in. Just checking knees, because I know there's a few of you that the knees come out as you're practicing, probably more when you come up. And so it's not very far, it's just a block. And gradually your awareness of your body and what you're doing as you're practicing just comes more and more. So just rocking gently, but you can get this really strong sense of muscles in your core as you're breathing out and drawing in on those muscles and tucking down your chin as well. And you might even feel like the whole thing is connected. In yoga it is. It's another one of those energy flows up and down your spine. The most important energy point in your body. On your next one, so we'll do the next one together and then we'll come up if you want to, or you can just stay with this gentle strengthening your core and your pelvic floor, which is so important. But this time, as I'm breathing in, my belly is coming forwards. I'll keep my hands here so you can see, but you're better with your hands down. Breathing out, I'm drawing up on my pelvic floor and I'm drawing my belly in. And I'm lifting my bottom off the floor. This is when you're checking your knees aren't coming out. And then as I breathe in, I'm tucking my chin down and trying to work my chest up towards my chin. There's this lovely stretch in my neck. I'm going to stay here. Just breathe in. Nice slow breath. Stay there. I might have a little look if I can see you. I might not be able to. Keep breathing, but come down whenever you want to. Check your knees. That's it. Oh. Slowly coming down. Slowly, slowly, slowly with your exhale. And then once you're down, drawing your knees in towards your chest. Rocking and rolling. Anything that feels good. Windscreen wipers is quite often, there's a lot of people that like that, especially with got sore backs, and that's with your feet wider on the mat. I prefer to do the rocking and rolling, and then you just rock, so you're turning your knees, breathing in, and then you can bring your neck into this one though, which is nice. So turning your head to the opposite side, palms facing down or up. Each one will feel a bit different. For me, it feels nicer down, it feels more sort of grounding and supportive. Spend a couple more breaths, a couple more minutes, just any movements in your lower back, because we're going to be sitting for a little while with the Yantra meditation, the visual meditation. So we did mention it earlier. It'd be good to, fold a blanket like we do in yoga, or use a cushion. Some of the cushions are a bit squidgy, but finding a nice firm cushion that you can sit on. Or if you prefer, you can even sit in the chair, any chair you want to, but sit up nice and straight as you would, with your chest open. While you're doing this, I'm going to set it up so you can see this yantra a little better. You might want to come up now and set up your sitting position, or you might want to keep moving, rocking and rolling. I played with this a little bit earlier, so I've painted this mantra about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I've been practicing this yoga class quite a lot. Quite enjoyed using the hand positions. Ganesha feels so different. So it won't be too close because I can't get it too close, but you should still be able to see it a little bit more. And this yantra, there's 7 of them, and each one goes with the 7 different parts of your body, the 7 chakras up your spine, 7 parts of your spine. And this one is the first one, connected to your legs and your arms, your lower back, and inner strength and outer strength. The base chakra, I'll move out the way a little, and so you can just see it. So get a bit closer to the screen if you want to, and just fiddle about a bit till you're nice and comfortable. Hopefully, the next one, I'm going to paint the next one in a couple of weeks, ready for when we move up to flexible and flowing, the water element. This is the earth element. But this one in particular, I've always liked. I like the bold, strong, bright colours. So sitting comfortably, lift your chest. The yantras, ancient meditations, and they're all a little bit different. I even been wearing the one around my neck as well, which is the same one, base chakra. But when people were meditating, there were images that came up and thoughts, and as I've been meditating with it, looking at it, thoughts have come up for me, so I've changed it a little. It's my interpretation, and even the colours and things of the yantra are my interpretation. But to begin with, just looking at the petals representing the lotus flower. Each yantra has got a different set of petals, and this one's the first. It's got the least, and there's 4 deep red petals. So red, powerful, stabilizing colour. We're going to do some breathing with the petals. So looking just at this one to begin with, and as you're looking at that petal, breathe in and out. And then moving your eyes to the next one. The yantras draw you inwards. It's a story. In and out. Follow it to the next. And the top one. Breathing in and out. That deep red colour, breathe it in. Do that one more time. This time I'm not going to guide you with the breathing. See how slow, keeping your breaths even, breathing through your nose. If you come to the end, just keep going around a bit more. And then looking inwards at the yellow square. The yellow square is an ancient symbol of the earth element. It's a very strong, stable. It also represents the directions, which I've added a little bit more to this because this means a lot to me, and I hope it helps you as well. But over the years, I've started to know where I am, as in like which way is south, which is north, where the sun comes up, so wherever I'm staying. So in this room, the south is the very bottom. And so I go with what is happening in my room, but it's a reminder to know in your own house. You might already know, but wherever you are, because their energy is the same. So the bottom one is the south, and the south is connected to the earth energy. In Australia, it changes in Europe, but in Australia, it's the cool side where the southerly winds and the cold winds come in, and also the shady side, the damp side. So if you're in a forest or and you're on the side of the mountain that the sun didn't reach, then it'd be cooler. So the energy of this, just breathing it in, is the south energy strengthens, emboldens, and grounds you. Look into the south. And then we move to the east, which is this one in my house. And the east is the sunrises, being aware of them. I mean, you don't have to go out and watch them, or it's pretty special too. But even that time of day when the light starts to change and the sun comes up, and the energy of the east is to enliven, enlighten, and to clarify. Just breathing it in. So the top one is facing north, and obviously the top is the sun energy as well, so it's all interconnected, the fire energy. And fire changes things. In yoga they say transforms, also energizes. So look to the north to energize and help you to transform or change your life in ways to make it better. And then finally, the west. The west is the energy that I love working with now, but I never really gave it much thought. I was a bit scared of it actually. The magic and mystery of life, because it just brings so much more into your life. The west, the sunsets, watching more sunsets, being aware of the sun going down, and always trying to add more magic and mystery. We don't understand everything, and we shouldn't dismiss things. Anything that you're interested in, learn a little bit more about it. Not finally, there's quite a bit more. But looking at Ganesha, the elephant, the black elephant. So black is a very stable sort of colour. And elephants are strong, gentle, calm. Most people love elephants because they give off this really stable sort of energy, which is why it's used. This is Ganesha, the elephant god. But like I said, I believe that all of these are inside of us. They're teachings that have been passed down that we can connect to. They're in our hearts. And if we take them externally, then often we don't do anything about them. And that's one of the teachings of Ganesha. So he removes obstacles from your life. And they say because he puts them there in the first place. And when I was meditating or thinking about it, I just thought, well, that's our minds, that I can't, I'm not good enough. It won't happen. There's no point even trying. And those things stand in our way of just achieving our life's goals. If you've done your Sankalpa, which we did last week. And then we're looking deeper. It sort of draws you in. And so I can spend ages looking at these now, just thinking about them. And while I'm doing it, it's all positive stuff that's changing my mind. So if I've been thinking about things that haven't been good, I haven't looked at it for a while, but I can go straight back into it now. And sometimes it takes a while to start to get into the center. So and you can get the images online, but just staying on the outside with your breathing for a while and working your way in. So the next one is this symbol, which is, well, actually, no, it's not. We'll go to the triangle first. So the triangle. Again, I've interpreted this one a little bit for myself as well, and for modern life, because it is slightly different. So the triangle is a representation of the energy of the earth, and it's pulled downwards, sort of gravity, and the surrendering, letting go. And there's a nice meditation that I like to practice that I added to it as I was sitting. And the very tip of the triangle, just imagining or feeling your spine. Sitting up nice and straight again if you've slumped a bit, or sitting in a chair if it's taken too long. And just looking at the point in the circle and just breathing into that lower spine, the beginning of this earth elemental, the base chakra, your stability, connected, grounded. And then as the triangle comes out to the other 2 points, just feel that they're your legs. So if you're sitting cross-legged, that's the shape of your legs, and just feel into your legs. And as you're breathing out, feel yourself or the energy or gravity pulling you down. And then the 2 points of your knees. See if you can breathe into your knees. And if you're sitting in a chair, then feel it going down into your feet. And if you're sitting cross-legged, heavy grounding, sinking down and releasing. Then we'll go to the Sanskrit symbol, which represents each of these different areas. So there's yoga connected to it. Once you learn the whole system, it's so easy for me to do a class and so interesting. The yantras are new, something else I've learned. But it's a symbol of the chant for this area. And I'm not sure how well chanting will go with the Zoom class, so you can tell me. But I will do 3 and you can join me if you want. And the chant for this area is Lam. I usually use my singing bowl, but that didn't sound very good on Zoom either. So one day I'll get round to recording this on high definition. So here we go. Take a breath in. You can just listen if you want, or chant it silently. Lam. I'm trying to keep my voice as low as I can so that the vibration moves down in your belly with a low sound. Once again, King Parrot. Lam. He's certainly wearing the earth colours. I hope you can see him as well. One more. Lam. So I'm not sure how that sounded, but hopefully you could join me and create your own sound, which when you do make the noise, the vibration actually flows through you like the singing bowls. Eventually you can sort of feel it. Again, it's something powerful with practice. And I said that's the energy that you're directing into that area of your body, your lower belly and your legs. So finally, the last part of this yantra, if you look down, there's a spiral. And it's actually a serpent. Don't know whether you can see it that well, but it's I like to think it's the rainbow serpent as well, because all ancient cultures have this symbol. In yoga, they call it the Kundalini serpent. And Kundalini is the energy that flows up your spine. So just taking some breaths in, feeling energy flowing up your spine as you're breathing in, growing taller. And then as you're breathing out, feel gravity, energy flowing down. It's also cleansing you, releasing anything that you need to into the earth. And again, any energy or strength that you need, breathing in and out. One more. Surrendering, growing heavy, relaxing all your worries and concerns. Just release them into the earth just for this moment. And then lying down in Shavasana. I'm going to leave the yantra there, and I'll just stay here. Just while you lie down on your back, you might want a pillow, you might be feeling a bit cool. This is the most supportive of all of the asana, the positions that we practice. Palms may be facing up, which is receiving, or down, which is connecting more to the earth, surrendering energy downwards, releasing any tensions. Fears, this is a good chakra and position to just release tension, fear, sinking, letting go. Big breath in, and then out is that long, silky, surrendering breath out. I'll leave you in silence. Maybe you want to silently or not silently use the sacred seed symbol, the chant, Lam, as you're breathing out, just to help in your focus deep within you. Mind wandering, bring it back, maybe to the chant, maybe to the exhale, releasing, surrendering, safe, feel safe, secure. Feeling the earth is your mother, Mother Earth, born of the earth, a part of the earth, part of the interconnectedness of all of the life around you. And then starting to move fingers and toes. And stretching arms above your head. Stretch through your toes, waking your body up. Lovely day. A lovely place to live. Head from side to side. Maybe rocking your knees and then starting to think about turning onto your side. Slowly, just making your way up to just sitting cross-legged. Imagine the triangle again. I've left the yantra up there. That might have been a really nice meditation. Feeling it as the base. Point, the two tips as your legs. And then lifting your chest, so shoulders down your back. Palms together. We have got quite a few different mudras. I can teach a few more, a special class later on in the month, a workshop on the Earth mudras. I'm looking forward to that. And then before I turn on the voice again, I'll turn off the recording just so that I might keep this one and put it on YouTube so you won't appear. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.